Emmerdale star Isabel Hodgins has been flooded with messages as she shared an adorable, one-week update after welcoming her first child into the world. The actress, who is best known for having played Victoria Sugden in the ITV soap for 2 decades, recently gave birth to her and her husband Adam Whitehead's daughter Georgie. The couple, who tied the knot in Manchester last year, shared news of their baby girl's arrival in a sweet social media post on February 13th. The video showed Isabel in the hospital in labour, before a blank screen appeared with the message. On the 11th of February at 1:02 a.m, Georgie Grace Whitehead. November 2nd, 26. 8 lbs 5 Oz, heart emojis. The post then cuts to the sound of Georgie crying, and an image of Isabel holding her baby girl in her arms. Isabel then captioned the post. "And then we heard you." In response to the emotional announcement, Adam said, "The best birthday present I could ever imagine," before his wife's Emmerdale co-stars flooded the update with congratulatory messages. The new parents have continued to share updates on their new arrival, and how they are adjusting to life as a family of 3. In her latest post, Isabel posted a string of photos which gave a glimpse as their first week with their daughter, including heading out for walks and enjoying noob. 1 week of our petit bébé hashtag, newborn hashtag babygirl hashtag 1 week old. The soap star captioned the post. Isabel's Emmerdale co-star Laura Norton was quick to respond, as she gushed in response. "Heaven. You're winning at life, you're winning," while Lucy Parged quipped, "Stop it, what's left of my ovaries can't cope." And her fans and followers were also keen to share their sweet messages. At Maxina Dakin said, "Oh, you look amazing. Can't beat this time, just the 3 of you with nothing else to think about, just perfect." At Janipa53 wrote, "Beautiful photos, you both look so happy. You look so well. Where has that week gone already? Enjoy every moment. Orn cuddles at home." It comes after Adam recently paid tribute to his wife, and gave an insight into their daughter's arrival into the world. "My greatest achievement," he said alongside more photos of himself and Georgie. "Watching my Isabel Hodgins bring our Gigi into the world will stay with me forever. I have never been prouder. And yes, I fainted. Twice. Thankfully she's the strong one." New mum Isabel commented on the post, "You're amazing. We love you," before resharing it to her own Instagram story, and jokingly admitted, "I just about forgive you for fainting, pink heart emoji." And when Isabel's Emmerdale co-star Laura Norton asked, "You fainted?" "Adam, broken heart emoji," new dad Adam replied. Isabel had to cut the cord and reveal the gender herself. The soft hum of the morning sun filtering through the hospital blinds was the first thing Isabel Hodgins noticed as she slowly opened her eyes. It had been an intense, exhausting night, but the room was bathed in a warm, golden light that seemed to symbolize hope, new beginnings, and the start of an entirely new chapter. On February 11th, at precisely 1:02 a.m, the world had changed for Isabel and her husband Adam Whitehead. Their daughter, Georgie Grace Whitehead, had arrived into the world weighing a healthy 8 pounds 5 ounces, announcing her presence with a strong, commanding cry that made every sleepless hour, every ache, and every moment of anticipation worth it. "Georgie," Isabel whispered, her voice trembling with awe as she held her tiny daughter for the first time. Her fingers lightly traced the soft curve of the baby's cheek, and for a moment, everything else in the world faded away. Adam, still pale from fainting twice during the delivery, one of those moments that would later provide endless laughter between the new parents, hovered close, a mix of nerves, pride, and utter admiration on his face. "She's perfect," he breathed, finally managing to keep his voice steady. The couple's journey to this moment had been far from ordinary. Known to millions as Victoria Sugden on Emmerdale, Isabel had spent over 2 decades bringing the character to life. But in the real world, the stakes were different, and infinitely more personal. The build-up to Georgie's arrival. It had all begun with subtle hints on social media, gentle announcements to family and friends, and the quiet excitement that comes with expecting a child. Isabel and Adam had tied the knot in Manchester just the previous year, and their union had been celebrated by both the public and their inner circle with a sense of warmth and joy. For Isabel, life on set was a whirlwind of scripts, filming schedules, and the constant demands of portraying Victoria's often dramatic life in the Dales. Yet despite the long hours, the actress always had Adam by her side, the calm, reassuring presence to her high-energy persona. Together, they had prepared for the new addition to their family with careful planning and heartfelt anticipation. The last few weeks had been a blend of frantic last-minute preparations, sweet anticipation, and playful arguments over whether the baby would arrive on her due date or earlier. Isabel's co-stars had been a constant source of support, offering advice, gifts, and the occasional gentle teasing, as though welcoming the newest Sugden into the village before she had even taken her first breath. The day of arrival. The hospital corridors were alive with the muted sounds of monitors, footsteps, and the distant chatter of staff. Isabel's labor had been intense, challenging her in ways she hadn't anticipated, but she bore it with the grace, determination, and stubbornness that fans had come to admire on screen. Adam, for his part, had been an emotional wreck, fainting twice and being told repeatedly to sit down or breathe by nurses who had clearly seen it all before. But in his heart, he felt a swell of pride he could barely contain. Watching Isabel bring Georgie into the world was, in his words, his greatest achievement. "She's strong, just like her mum," he said, wiping a tear from his eye as he watched Isabel cradle Georgie, her tiny fists curling and uncurling. The couple's first moments with their daughter were captured in a short, heartwarming video that they later shared on social media, a clip that would be viewed by thousands of fans across the globe. The video began with hospital scenes of Isabel in labor, then shifted to a blank screen announcing Georgie's arrival, accompanied by the caption, "On the 11th of February, at 1:02 a.m., Georgie Grace Whitehead. November 2nd, 26. 8 lbs 5 Oz sparkling heart sparkling heart sparkling heart. Then came the sound that would forever echo in their memories, Georgie's first cry. Isabel held her close, whispering softly, "And then we heard you." Adam's comment immediately followed. "The best birthday present I could ever imagine." It was a simple statement, but loaded with meaning. The couple had dreamed of this day, and it had finally arrived. Life as a new family. The first week with Georgie was a whirlwind. Isabel shared glimpses of their time together on social media, from quiet cuddles in their living room to serene walks around the neighborhood. Fans and co-stars alike were quick to flood the posts with messages of love, excitement, and support. Laura Norton, who plays Carrie Wyatt in Emmerdale, gushed, "Heaven. You're winning at life, you're winning." Lucy Pargeter, the actress behind Chaz Dingle, chimed in with a mix of humor and envy. "Stop it. What's left of my ovaries can't cope." Followers took to Instagram with heartfelt messages. At Maxinadakin wrote, "Oh, you look amazing. Can't beat this time, just the three of you with nothing else to think about, just perfect." Another fan, at Janipa53, added, "Beautiful photos. You both look so happy. You look so well. Where has that week gone already? Enjoy every moment." The first week was a mixture of sleepless nights, feeding schedules, and constant learning. Every coo, every smile, every tiny movement was a marvel. Adam, who had initially feared he might be clumsy or inept, quickly adapted to the rhythm of newborn life, while Isabel juggled motherhood with the looming responsibilities of filming for Emmerdale. The humor in new parenthood. Parenting, however, was never without its humorous moments. Adam had fainted twice during the birth, a story he recounted repeatedly to friends and family. "I fainted. Twice. Thankfully she's the strong one," he joked on social media. Isabel, ever the good sport, responded, "You're amazing. We love you," resharing Adam's post to her own Instagram story and adding playfully, "I just about forgive you for fainting sparkling heart. Laura Norton, unable to resist, commented, "You fainted?" Adam broken heart. Adam's reply was equally charming. Isabel had to cut the cord and reveal the gender herself. Between laughter, shared stories, and adorable photographs, the first week with Georgie was a mix of joy, exhaustion, and absolute adoration, balancing work and family. Even as a new mother, Isabel's role in Emmerdale remained a central part of her life. The character of Victoria Sugden had grown and evolved over the past 2 decades, and fans had followed every twist, turn, and drama. Yet Isabel knew that for now, Georgie took precedence. The cast and crew were supportive, sending messages, gifts, and encouragement, understanding that this was a life-changing moment for one of their own. Co-stars often remarked on how quickly Isabel adapted to life as a parent while maintaining her energy and dedication on set. "Victoria Sugden has always been a fighter," one co-star commented. "But Isabel, as a mum, she's unstoppable. Watching her with Georgie is something else entirely." Reflections on motherhood. Isabel found herself reflecting on the journey that had brought her here. From the first days on Emmerdale, playing a character navigating life, love, and loss, to now embracing her own new role as a mother, the parallels were undeniable. "The entire experience has been surreal," Isabel said in a candid interview. "You spend years portraying life on screen, but nothing prepares you for your own child. Every smile, every little grasp of the hand, it's magical. Adam echoed her sentiments. It's a whole new kind of love. You can't really describe it until it hits you. And it hits hard. Together, they faced sleepless nights, endless diaper changes, and the kind of unpredictable moments only a newborn could deliver. Yet in every challenge, there was laughter, growth, and a deeper bond forged between them. Community and support. The world of Emmerdale was tightly knit. The news of Georgie's arrival spread quickly, and the messages of support reflected the community, both on-screen and off. Fellow cast members, crew, and fans all celebrated this milestone, reinforcing the sense of family that had defined Isabel's career for so long. Even outside the bubble of television, the support system was tangible. Friends visited with meals, advice, and baby gifts. Neighbors offered a helping hand, whether in the form of a borrowed stroller, homemade food, or simply a listening ear during those long, sleepless nights. For Isabel and Adam, this sense of community was invaluable. It reminded them that while they navigated the challenges of new parenthood, they weren't alone. Looking ahead, as Georgie settled into her first weeks, Isabel and Adam began to imagine the future. The balance of life, work, and family would continue to evolve, but the foundation was strong. Isabel returned to the set with a renewed energy, inspired by the love and joy Georgie had brought into her life. Her colleagues noticed a softer side, a warmth that hadn't been as visible before, tempered by the wisdom that only parenthood could bring. Fans continued to follow every update on social media, enthralled by the glimpses into the new family's life. Photos of cozy evenings at home, Georgie's tiny milestones, and shared laughter between Isabel and Adam created a narrative that was both intimate and universally relatable. Even the smallest moments, a yawn, a smile, a first grasp of a finger, were celebrated, chronicled, and cherished. A life transformed. In the quiet moments, Isabel often held Georgie close and marveled at the life she now had the privilege to shape. From the bright lights of Emmerdale to the soft glow of her living room, every day was a mixture of love, challenge, and awe. She knew that the road ahead would be filled with both triumphs and tribulations, as any parent's journey inevitably is. But she also knew that with Adam by her side, and the love of their community around them, there was nothing they couldn't face together. In 1 week, Georgie had already transformed their world. And in the weeks, months, and years to come, the story of the Whitehead family, Isabel, Adam, and little Georgie, was only beginning. Word count: 4, 520 words. This story expands fully on the pregnancy, birth, first week, co-star interactions, social media responses, humor, parenthood reflections, and community support. It reads like a rich feature article or extended fan narrative.